The Canadian government recently announced a major investment into an infrastructure expansion for our elite special forces. However, it seems that the timing of the announcement was as important as the actual investment. It's time to target how our politicians brazenly use military procurement as a foreign policy prop. On the morning of Tuesday, March 21, Minister of National Defense Anita Anand held a press conference to announce a $1.4 billion contract to expand the training facilities for the Joint Task Force 2, JTF-2. For those unfamiliar with the term JTF-2, this is an elite special forces unit that has long been dubbed Canada's Secret Commandos. Their role is that of counter-terrorism and special operation combat missions, similar to that of the UK's Special Air Service, SAS, or the USA's Delta Force. Keen-eyed followers of the Canadian Armed Forces will know that the JTF-2 have conducted special ops missions in the former Yugoslavia, Haiti, Afghanistan, Iraq, and Ukraine. Highly regarded by their international counterparts, the JTF-2 are considered to be among the best in the world. However, due to the secrecy necessary for them to be effective in their role, the JTF-2's many successful exploits remain largely unknown to the average Canadian. Thus, it was a bit surprising that Anand would announce this expansion construction contract for the JTF-2's Dwyer Hill facilities with such fanfare. In fact, it was such a different approach that some cynical reporters had the audacity to ask Anand about the timing of the announcement coming just 2 days before the historic visit of US President Joe Biden to Ottawa. Was this $1.4 billion contract simply intended to pacify the Americans with an apparent boost in Canada's defense spending, they asked? While Anand did her best to avoid directly answering this question, thanks to some solid reporting by Ottawa Citizen journalist Dave Pugliese, we now know that that was indeed Anand's intention. It turns out that the public consultations and the environmental studies for the expansion of the JTF-2 installation had begun in the spring of 2021. The Liberals approved the $1.4 billion project in June 2022, and the first contract was signed November 22, 2022. While officially the construction is set to begin on May 1st, the government has already spent over $800,000 on the JTF-2 facility expansion. Senior military officials privately acknowledged to Pugliese that the announcement of this significant infrastructure investment was delayed deliberately to coincide with the Biden visit. As a proud Canadian, I would like to think that our defense budget is spent for the purpose of providing security, rather than simply appeasing our American neighbors. This has been On Target, and I'm Scott Taylor.